Hello, everybody. Welcome. I suppose. Welcome. I was gonna make a video yesterday, but for the first time since I've been doing this YouTube stuff, I got pretty far into making a video, and I scrapped it. It just wasn't really anything. Well, I guess the main topic was kind of the idea of treading water, essentially. Maintain where you're at in your situation. So what I mean by that is, because I wasn't working out, both weightlifting and cycling, because of the smoke, I wasn't really making much progress in my overall health and my recovery. But at the very least, I kind of been treading water and not backsliding, because one of the problems for me in the past, and I still need to be vigilant about it, but it's not just not progressing, but going backwards. So that's kind of why I was doing the video about. But like I said, I just scrapped it. I just wasn't really pleased with the product. But yeah, I'm finally got a chance to work out today. Had a really good workout with weightlifting, and afterwards rode my bike down to the grocery store. I got my meds. I got some pulled pork. Had pulled pork sandwiches. Not really a healthy dinner, but definitely hit the spot. I think it is, at least for me, important to be more lax with the diet. For some reason, it just seems like my metabolism responds better if I'm not placing all of these restrictions on it. Plus, also, it's like, I would rather live a shorter life that is filled with more joy, versus a longer life, because you eat chicken and rice every day. I mean, there's nothing wrong with either of those, but yeah, so that was really enjoyable. So I'm in a great mood. I have really great energy. Yeah, it's just amazing how much of a difference exercising makes for my mental health and my recovery. And then, of course, today was the first day of the cafe being open for the week, because they're closed on Sundays and Mondays. So that also kind of contributed a little bit to feeling more down over the weekend. I mean, it was to the point where today, I wasn't like moping around or anything, but at the cafe, a few people noticed I wasn't as perky. And so, yeah, it's just very crazy. And, everyone is different. We all have different genetics and body styles. And, so some people might not respond as well to exercise. But I think it is important to find something that does work for you, and something that you enjoy doing. Because if you're like, I'm going to go to the gym 3 times a week and weightlift, even though you don't like weightlifting, you're probably going to be less likely to be consistent with it. Whereas, let's say you like swimming or you like basketball, you could do that for 3 times a week. And of course, they achieve different things. I mean, weightlifting, you're going to be building up your muscles, but, with the basketball or swimming, you're still getting physical exercise. And I think if it's something that you enjoy, it's something that you're going to be more likely to do. So yeah, I don't know. I am gonna work on a few of my cash offers, so I can keep my streak going. And then I'm probably gonna stream a little bit more tonight. I might play some Neverwinter, or Mega Man X3, maybe both. I am gonna have to restart with Mega Man X3 at least. Last night, I was looking at the saved files on Twitch, and it looks like because our internet went down, there's a total of 5 minutes of playtime up there when I played for 30 or so minutes. So I do want to kind of just reset before any of that happens, so that way I can play through. As much as I would like to just gloss over it, because it's, the bosses, I guess I'm getting better at it. And yeah, sorry, I know this isn't my gaming channel, so I'm just kind of talking about my goals. One thing that was weird today, though, or at least interesting, is it seemed like a lot of people were not in good moods today. kind of just more irritated and annoyed. I mean, that might just be my perceptions, but from my interactions and observations from people, that's what it kind of looked like. So it's, I mean, not that it's really relevant to me or my life, but it's just interesting how you have some of those days where it just like there's a theme to it. You know, everyone's really happy, or everyone's really energetic, or everyone's upset. I didn't get yelled at or anything like that. But it's just it's interesting to see. So yeah, I don't even know what else to talk about. This is kind of also why I didn't do the video yesterday. I mean, I really need to sit down and think of some like good, solid topics I can talk about and have a more linear thought process instead of just rambling. But I guess what I'm going to title this video is something to do with exercise. So I guess on that note, I'll talk a little bit more about it. Obviously, you know, it's good for your physical health. I mean, a lot of this stuff I haven't like seen or read lately, and I don't know how much is accurate. So please, you know, do your own research. Don't take my word for it. But, you know, with exercise, you can lower your insulin resistance. And, you know, people with higher insulin resistance require more insulin to, you know, have the sugar go into their cells. If that resistance becomes kind of too high, then that's when you start having pre-diabetes, or especially diabetes type 2. Type 2, you still have, your liver still produces some, not liver, pancreas still produces some amount of insulin, but you know, your insulin resistance is high enough to the point where it's not sufficient. Whereas with type 1, people are born without, I forgot what it's like, islets of something, certain type of cells in your pancreas that produce insulin. Those people don't have that. So, you know, there's nothing that they can do that would reverse or at least ameliorate some of that. Whereas with type 2 and, you know, even pre-diabetes, so that's really great. I mean, it's great for your cardiovascular system. I mean, for me, I feel spectacular. It does, you know, release endorphins and dopamine. And I think I said briefly in one of my videos recently, you know, it does release some kind of nerve growth factors. That is actually one of them. The other one's BDNF, brain-derived neurotropic factor. And both of those, as you can guess, are involved in the brain's, at least partially involved with the brain's plasticity, its ability to kind of heal and regenerate. Of course, not, you know, I don't understand, like, kind of this, it still blows my mind. I really don't understand why I've maintained such, just so much of my cognitive abilities and memory, and especially my physical abilities, because someone did share earlier in the past 24 hours on their on a comment on one of my videos, they mentioned how they were experiencing some difficulty with walking as a result of their nitrous oxide use. So yeah, it blows my mind, but I do think exercise, you know, just releasing those, I mean, it's not going to hurt, you know what I mean? Like, it's probably not going to cure you, but I think it is pretty important in the maintenance of a healthy brain. And of course, you know, good for your self-esteem. I mean, if you look better, you're going to feel better, you know. And I've said this before, I don't need that external validation, but it is really nice. It's nice when, you know, people are like, yeah, you know, you're in decent shape. You know, I wouldn't say I'm like super buff, but I'm a lot. It blows my mind too how much progress I've made in terms of my body composition from when I first moved in here to now. I mean, it's been about 5 months and 2 weeks, and I didn't weigh myself very recently, but the last time I did, like a week or two ago, I was down to 195 pounds. When I came in here, I was sitting at about 220 pounds, maybe a little heavier. And it's cool too. You can look at the thumbnails on my original videos and compare them to now, and you know, you can see at least some difference. So I'm really thankful for that. That's but yeah, I guess I don't know. I'm just rambling now. I'm just excited. I feel good. Ate dinner. I'm full. And I just, you know, I have everything I need. I'm just so happy with where I am in life. And I guess one last thing, I had a shower thought when I took a shower a little earlier this evening. I never, you know, like 3 years ago, I never imagined myself living with somebody else, having a roommate, let alone several roommates, and especially being in a sober living house. You know, I was able to keep my stuff together enough to, you know, be a functioning addict. But I just really was not happy. You know, I did recognize that I had these material things that I didn't have to worry about, shelter or food. You know, I had a car, friendships and some intimate relationships. But I just wasn't happy, you know? So it's crazy to think, at least look back and kind of where I am now, and just the fact that I'm just so content and happy with living in a house with multiple people, and especially a house that's designed for recovery. But I am extremely glad, because I'm gonna need to live in a place like this. We're allotted 2 years. That might be changing. There might not be a cap possibly soon, but at the very least, we're allotted 2 years. So I am gonna stay here for those 2 years, just because I need that structure and that accountability. You know, I'll be hitting 6 months in around 2 weeks, and you know, it's not a whole bunch of time, but it's a decent amount of time, and I still have cravings. You know, that's something that's probably never gonna go away. It'll get better, but yeah. So all right, well, I'm gonna end here. So like I said, I can do my offers and play some video games online. So I am gonna work on putting out some more videos, hopefully that are a little more coherent, and not rambly. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.